Universe 7 has leveled up massively since the Tournament of Power, not only with new forms for Vegeta, Piccolo and Gohan, but also the new villains and antagonists introduced in the 2 arcs following the tournament, the Moro Saga and Granola Saga, as well as the movies Dragon Ball Super Broly and DBS Super Hero. With so many powerful characters in one universe, it becomes difficult to tell who's stronger than who, especially with the most recent movie Super Hero introducing Beast Gohan as if he is the strongest in Universe 7. Meanwhile, Goku and Vegeta have been getting their own power-ups in the Granola Saga as well. Starting at the bottom, we have Yamcha, Tien and Krillin occupying number 20, 19 and 18 as expected. In the Moro arc, all 3 of these characters trained intensively off-screen for 2 months in preparation for Moro's invasion of Earth, and they got a bit stronger in that short space of time. Yamcha's training paid off and he was able to beat some of Moro's goons and bragged about being one of the 3 strongest humans, which is a pretty important statement, proving he's stronger than Roshi, because we know how crazy Roshi is in the manga, dodging Jiren's punches and using fake Ultra Instinct. But Tien failed to defeat a Universe 7 Metal Man, and his friend Chaozu resorted to throwing insults instead, and they won that way. Despite Tien's lack of feats in this arc, I still put him above Yamcha because he trains consistently even in times of peace. But Krillin tops all 3 as the strongest human by beating Yunba, who was one of Moro's toughest goons. Yunba was able to beat up a weakened Gohan, and that is still pretty impressive for Yunba because a weakened Gohan will still be pretty strong. Another impressive feat Krillin displayed was pushing back Cell Max with a Destructo Disc. This is definitely an improvement considering the same attack once did nothing against Perfect Cell and just broke upon impact. Next up we have 3 androids, Android 18, OG73I and Android 17. Android 18 did not get a noticeable power increase. It's implied she didn't even train for Moro's invasion. She was there to fight in the first place because Bulma promised to give her money, but she was able to beat Moro's goon called Shimureka. This isn't impressive considering Shimureka is just fodder and can't be clearly gauged, so 18 is still powerful but not that much. OG73 on the other hand is a really dangerous android, mainly because of his copy ability. He was at his strongest when he copied both Piccolo and Gohan's power after they had trained in preparation for their invasion. This copy ability of his is a nuisance because when he copied them, their training effectively became useless, but what saved Gohan and Piccolo was their chemistry as teacher and student, so they were able to do combo moves OG73 couldn't predict and they kicked his ass. When 73 realized he was losing, he tapped into Moro's copied power and started trying to absorb Gohan and Piccolo's power. That is when 17 stepped in to stop 73 and absolutely wrecked him because 17's energy cannot be absorbed by Moro's magic. Because 17 overwhelmed OG73, I put 17 above 73 on this list. Number 14 is Boo and above him is Saganbo at number 13. Boo's performance in the Moro arc was outstanding as he pounded Moro into the dirt, and because Moro could not use his magic to absorb Boo's power, he was humiliated by Boo, who made him look helpless. Although that version of Moro was not as powerful as his prime Moro, he still was a force to be reckoned with. He managed to beat both Goku and Vegeta at once, and we know anyone who can do that is truly a dangerous enemy. The reason Boo gained such a massive boost in power is because the Great Lord of Lords, whom he absorbed 5 million years ago, has reawakened and their power has merged to form one powerful Boo who could kick Moro's ass. But Saganbo is a completely different beast as expected from Moro's toughest goon in the Galactic Prison. His best feats come from his fight during Moro's invasion. During the invasion, Moro kept pumping Saganbo with his energy boosts so he'd grow stronger, and a few moments later he was ragdolling Gohan, Piccolo, 17 and 18 all at the same time. Beating Gohan and 17 easily is a big deal because the Gohan Saganbo was tossing around was significantly stronger than the one from the Tournament of Power who fought Kefla to a draw, and 17 is on powered Super Saiyan Blue Goku from the TOP. Goku then comes to their rescue after his training with Beerus and uses Ultra Instinct Omen to speed blitz and beat up Saganbo, but he survives the ruthless assaults from Omen Goku, which is a testament to his durability. When Goku powered down to Super Saiyan Blue and the fight still wasn't close, Saganbo just got dragged, but to his credit he continued to show insane resilience and last longer than expected, so his power is below SS Blue Goku after his training with Beerus but above Blue Goku from the TOP. At number 12 I'll put both Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 and Orange Piccolo at number 11. Scaling these characters can be quite tricky because the statements made about them in the movie can be interpreted in many different ways. Both their Gammas are stated by Piccolo to be on Goku and Vegeta's level multiple times, but this is a very vague statement because it could mean they are as strong as Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku and Ultra Ego Vegeta, but that is too much of a stretch. The Gamma should be scaling to Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta from the Moro arc. That would make the most logical sense whilst placing them above Saganbo at the same time. Using Piccolo's words is risky because he can't sense God Ki and hasn't even fought either Goku or Vegeta, so his scalings of the Gammas being as strong as them should be taken with a grain of salt. The last time Piccolo saw Goku and Vegeta in action was in the Moro arc, so he is not aware of the developments that happened in the Granola Saga like Ultra Ego Vegeta or True Ultra Instinct Goku. What makes scaling scaling the Gammas to Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta from the Moro arc make even more sense is when you consider that Blue is the highest transformation at which Goku and Vegeta are equal. Why is this important? Well, because if Piccolo thought the Gammas were mastered Ultra Instinct level, he would not need to state Vegeta's name, because the last time he saw them, Vegeta was weaker than Goku, so the Gammas are not Ultra Instinct level. This leads me directly to scaling Piccolo. Toriyama stated he is strong enough to rival Goku and the others, another vague statement because of the use of the words and the others. So Piccolo rivaling Goku doesn't mean he is as strong as him, he's just in the same tier of power. He'd lose against him in a fight. Number 10 is Cell Max, who almost killed Piccolo. What makes him easy to scale is Toriyama's direct comparison of Cell Max to Broly's power. Toriyama said if Cell Max had been completed, not even Broly could stop him, clearly indicating his incomplete version that everyone fought against is weaker than Broly. I know Piccolo and Gohan at the end of the movie say Goku Vegeta wouldn't be able to beat Cell Max. They're just retarded at this point. They cannot even sense God Ki. Feats speak much better than statements, because sometimes characters can say outrageous stuff. Cell Max can't be weaker than Broly and stronger than Goku and Vegeta at the same time. At the beginning of the Granola Saga, Goku and Vegeta had already surpassed Broly, which automatically puts them above Cell Max. This is proven by Goku's conversation with Whis, which puts us at number 9 on this list, where Goku asks, "Is there anyone in the universe as strong as us?" referring to him and Vegeta, of course, and Whis replies no. Whis knows of Broly's full power from the Broly movie, yet he left him out of the equation of fighters who could challenge the two Saiyans, clearly placing them above Broly in terms of power. Broly is number 9, with him being stronger than Cell Max, but weaker than Goku and Vegeta after the Moro arc. Any potential scaling that tries to use Broly from the superhero movie to place him above Goku and Vegeta is just stupid, because Broly did nothing and we aren't even sure if he has started training or not. Plus, Goku and Vegeta rival Gas and Granola, even surpassing them multiple times in the Granola arc, when both of these guys wish to be the strongest in the universe, the same universe Broly is in. This alone proves they are above Broly, and number 9 is where he belongs. Beerus is a bit higher than Broly at number 8. Although Beerus was an angel, he wasn't as strong as Whis. He was an angel trainee who was way weaker than Whis, and he was also weaker than MUI Goku at the end of the Moro arc. I made a whole video discussing Beerus' power compared to Goku in depth, so check it out for the full breakdown. I'll just summarize it here. The first time Beerus uses full power was to test UI Omen Goku's power, and him going full power indicates he takes Omen Goku seriously. Taking Omen Goku seriously indicates how weak Beerus is for angel standards. The second and last time he used his power, he humiliated Moro 7-3, proving he is above him, but he vanished from existence before he could show us what he was truly capable of. And that is where Moro comes in. Moro copied Beerus' abilities, that automatically places him at number 7 above Beerus. Through Moro's usage of Beerus' full power, we get a measurement of how strong he was, but also of how strong Moro himself became. Some people may argue and say Moro only copied Beerus' abilities and not his actual power level, but this is wrong. OG73's copy ability takes the person's exact power level and their abilities as they are. The same thing happened for Moro. It's Beerus' power plus Moro's power combined, including Beerus' Ultra Instinct as well. So that is why Moro begins to swell later on in his fight against Goku, because the angel power in him, according to Whis' words, cannot be contained by his body and he needs a new one. Therefore, he takes on his strongest form by getting a new body, which is Earth, and becomes Planet Moro. But Goku was still going toe to toe with Moro before he fused with Earth, matching his power while using his Ultra Instinct, and later began to overwhelm him, forcing him to fuse with the Earth. And even then, Goku still beat Moro, and granted it was through Oop's help, but he still managed to beat Moro in the end, making Goku higher than both Beerus and Moro in MUI. Number 6 is Granola, a lone survivor of an alien race called the Cerealians, a race brought to the brink of extinction by a Saiyan invasion. But thanks to Bardock, Granola survived and still lives to this day. His immense power was obtained through a wish from the dragon of his home planet called Toronto. He wished to be the strongest in the universe in exchange for 150 years of his lifespan, and he has only 3 years to live. With his incredible power, he was able to one-shot master Ultra Instinct Goku. He fought Ultra Ego Vegeta and beat him twice back to back, but the true test came when he fought Gas, whom too had wished to become the strongest in the universe after him, and sadly he lost the second round of their fight pretty badly. So his power is below Goku and Vegeta because they surpassed him a few chapters later as they battled a much stronger version of Gas and gave him a tough time. Number 5 is Beast Gohan. Now Beast Gohan is not stronger than Goku and Vegeta if you go with feats rather than statements. Even Toriyama's interview about Beast Gohan highlights nothing specifically about Gohan's power, but it just speaks random facts about the form, and any statements regarding Gohan's power are before he turns Beast. His best demonstration of power in the movie was beating Cell Max, who Toriyama confirmed is weaker than Broly. Gohan beating an opponent weaker than Broly is not impressive compared to what Goku and Vegeta achieved in the Granola Saga, surpassing the strongest warrior in the universe multiple times. The way Gohan casually decimates Cell Max is what's impressive and earns him the 5th spot. He beats Cell Max with such ease, he is blocking his attacks with just his aura alone and proceeds to kill him instantly with no competition from his opponent. But if you still wanna believe Gohan is stronger, that is completely fine, but it would be an assumption because the feats are not in Gohan's favor. Keep in mind, I'm scaling Gohan with evidence we only have right now. Things may change and be clarified as the manga continues to adapt the superhero movies events. Next up is Ultra Ego Vegeta at number 4, who has a terrible track record, losing 3 fights in one arc, but his power is still undeniable. The fact that he was able to clash multiple times and give a hard time to people who literally wish to be the strongest proves his power is fearsome. His new transformation puts him on par with Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku, and its ability to make Vegeta grow stronger the more damage he takes makes him grow so much he surpasses Granola. Granola lost to a weaker Gas who was berserk like Cell Max. Meanwhile, Vegeta was landing hits on a stronger, more controlled Gas, and he grew so strong because of the damage he was taking that Gas started to fear him. But Vegeta unfortunately passed out and lost to Gas, thus making Vegeta stronger than Gohan but weaker than Goku, who sits at number 3. Goku can now use his silver hair Ultra Instinct at will, which makes him deadly to his foes. On top of that, he discovered that by combining Ultra Instinct with his emotion, he could make the form stronger, and this new variation of Ultra Instinct is known as True Ultra Instinct, which is a form that simultaneously allowed him to surpass Vegeta's Ultra Ego and beat the hell out of Gas. But unfortunately, Gas's wish keeps on making him stronger when he is surpassed, so he surpasses Goku's True Ultra Instinct form, placing him at number 2 on this list. He began to pummel Goku in True Ultra Instinct so much so that he decided to team up with Granola and Vegeta to finish off Gas. The teamwork was successful when Granola launched a massive key attack and blew Gas up, but little did they know he continues to live on because he continued to grow stronger one last time. Power literally turned Gas into an old man. It's like he's cursed to be the strongest. He follows by making Goku and Vegeta look helpless, beating them over and over again in their most powerful form, until the Emperor of Universe 7 himself arrives to steal the show. Lord Frieza at first place is currently the strongest in Universe 7. He trained for 10 years to obtain his new form, and the fruits of his labor clearly shine in the feats he demonstrates. He was able to one-shot Gas, killing Gas in a very gruesome way. Then he follows up by doing the same thing to Goku and Vegeta in their strongest forms and leaves the scene as if nothing happened. His terrifying demonstration of power as Black Frieza places him on top of the power hierarchy in Universe 7, and some fans speculate he has become strong enough to defeat Lord Beerus himself, but for that we'll just have to wait and see.